Welcome to the last day of 6 days of DIYs, everyone. I hope you've enjoyed this series as much as I enjoyed making it. And to bring it to a close, we are going to be doing Christmas jar decoration inspiration. To get started, we're going to need our jars, and in my opinion, it's like any and all will fly. I also like to use elements that mimic nature, as well as more ornamental elements. So those are my more natural elements, and here are my more ornamental ones. Nothing here was over $5. All of the little ornaments are like cheaper $1 ornaments. Then there's fake snow. I like to use powdered sugar, but don't use that with your glittery stuff because it'll get caked on. And there's a ton of options for faux snow. They have really snowy-esque ones, as well as glamorous ones, as well as faux snow, which I love and highly recommend and think is super easy to use. It could be helpful to have some spray paint if you want to spray your caps. And then I also like to use some hemp as well as baker's twine. And materials that may help you are tape, clear adhesives, scissors, and some fishing line. So let's jump right in. For the first jar, I'm going to be adding a little bit of faux snow and some glam snow. I like to mix things, as well as a pine cone, a little piece of garland that I snipped off, and a jingle bell. For the second one, we are of course going to add our faux snow, a little bit of this little Christmas floral element, and you can pack things down in powder snow. That's one reason I like it. And then this little fake deer, you saw this in my gift wrapping video. And then I sprinkled some glitter on top, and I will link to a video that'll teach you how to make these little mushrooms. So right in the same jar, I'm going to add a little bit of the fake snow, mix things around, and then add a bunch of little fake snowflakes. So we have like a little snowy world. I really like this one, even though it's super simple and like white on white on white. I think it's super pretty, but I think it's the glitter that's calling my name. So for this one, I just sprinkled a little bit of those little fake gems that are like a little decor item, and then just put a Christmas tree ornament. This is like from the dollar spot somewhere, so don't discount those. Those are great for decorating with. And then this is a large jar that I could never get the adhesive off of, like no matter what I tried. So I always fill this one all the way up to hide it. And this time I just layered in some craft ornaments that I spray painted, as well as some pine cones. And then here is another option for this jar. I'm just mixing a bunch of different ornaments with some pears that I spray painted pink. For this one, I'm going to be using my clear adhesive dots and gluing, I guess you could call it, adhering the little mushroom to the bottom of the jar. Then I added one of those little plastic bears. Again, it's just a spray painted plastic bear. And then I'm putting some snow on top, shaking it off so things look a little bit snow-capped. Then I went really simple and added one with a little pink pear, a pine cone, and a snowflake element. And then I was like wanting to play with decorating the outside of my jars, and I started by winding my hemp and my baker's twine around multiple times and just doing it in a little knot. I thought that was so cute. Then I added a little fake tree and some acorns. I love this one, and it is on my mantle right now. So for the next one, I am just winding a ton of hemp around my jar, and then I'm going to be tying it in a little bow. And I wanted to show you guys that when you make a bow, you can really manipulate it and do what you want with it. Like string and bows and ribbon and fabric are hardy. They hold their place pretty well. So yeah, arrange how you need to, and then just snip off your little ends and you'll get something so cute. And then I wanted to add on to my little bow hemp element. So I'm tying some fishing line around my acorn, and then just wrapping that fishing line around the little knot part of my bow, and then tying that on really well. And you guys, I die for this. I die. It's the cutest little thing. I love it so much. And then just snip the ends off the fishing line, and you're good to go. And then I also decided to take that one step further and just add a little bit of garland, and I'm just pulling my little bow forward and sticking the garland underneath. You guys, I'm in love. I'm in love with this little situation. I also tried it with a different garland, and I'm not as big of a fan, but I like to try out things. You know, it's a cool thing to do. And then adding just one little ornament, a little owl in there, which I thought was super cute. Then I'm just going to play around with my baker's twine. Again, just tying a little bow around it, manipulating my bow, and then cutting the ends of the string. Really cute. I love how simple these are. I think those add a really cute Christmas touch. Then I'm just adding a plastic bear. Love the bear on its own. You could take it a step further by adding some little garlands or maybe some other little elements that you like. But yeah, I think this is really cute as well. Are you surprised? I keep saying that about everything. So this is just a little stick that I gave a light spray paint to. I got the stick in my backyard and I spray painted it with a light coat of white and mixed it in with a little bit of that Christmas floral you've been seeing pop up in all of these videos. Then I wanted to add a jingle bell element, so I just took my bow out and tied it in a knot and then tied the jingle bell around the little knot that was on the jar from the twine and then just snipped the ends off and you have a little jingle bell hanging. And then I also tried that same arrangement situation with this little sheep, and I'm in love with the sheep. I like the plastic animals, you know? So you can also make your items float if you have a lid. For this one, I'm tying the fishing line around my pine cone, and then I'm going to tape it in the center of my jar. You want where the fishing line comes out of the tape to be at the center, and then you just put your little thing on and you're good to go. I also tried this with a jingle bell. I like the floating idea. What about you? So another really simple thing to do is spray paint candy canes. They take surprisingly well to spray paint. Like the color doesn't eat the sugar, and I just arranged a bunch of those in a jar. I think that's really cute. And then I think we are reaching the end here. Trying out a little gingerbread house in a candy jar, and then also I tried that with a little fake tree. So that's it for the video. I hope you love this series. I really enjoyed making it for you. Make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you soon. I drew it in the second corner off camera, and that is our completed Holly Jolly chalkboard. I love this one. So for the next one, I just want it to be